What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, and you know what to do. Do that good stuff, like, share, subscribe, and everything. But I need to know how's everyone feeling. Ahmad, how are you? Are you blessed? Are you good? Are you
I'm
are you feeling
I'm
now?
good. Been amazing World Cup so far. However, Brazil, unfortunately, but we'll get into that. But so far, I'm good. I'm good. How's everybody doing?
I didn't ask you about Brazil, so you just went straight in, bro.
It's on my mind. It's on my mind.
Look
It's
at
so
this
fresh on
guy
my mind.
laughing here. No, but how have you
He
been? How
has
have you been?
something to
What have you
love.
been getting up to since the season ended?
What have I been getting up to? Grinding work. That's all I've been doing. Grinding
Say
work.
less, say less, say less, my brother. Governor, how have you been, my bro?
I'm good, man. Yo, welcome to the viewers. Welcome, everybody. My main man, Master P. Master, Master Peanuts.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on, gents?
Hey,
I thought I
hey,
was late,
yeah.
man. I thought you guys were already on.
Nah, we literally just started now, my bro. But you know
Nah,
No,
what?
I'm, I'm, I'm,
that's mad.
Greatness is greatness.
I'm just happy to be here. To speak to you guys. Talk about the footy. But yeah, the World Cup owes me some hours of sleep. But it's been good, man. It's been good. It's been really good. To watch, the footy and stuff like that. So happy to be here tonight.
Have you been watching Wimbledon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crack on, listen.
You see Sabalenka lost to
Sabalenka
Osaka.
lost.
Osaka.
Yeah.
You see that one?
That's a shocker.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it was a domination too, bruh. Like, I didn't
Is
expect
it?
that.
Yeah,
Was it domination?
crazy.
Yeah,
Extensive.
dude.
6-2, 6-3.
From the first set was complete one-sided, bruh. I was even shocked. Like,
Completely
wow.
one-sided. It was
Was
Yeah.
it 7-6, 7-6, 6-2, wasn't it?
No, not
yeah.
the
No,
first set.
no. It was like 6-2,
Yeah,
6-3
6-2.
something.
Six-two,
It's
6-3,
the
yeah. 6-2,
yeah,
6-3.
and then the second set was a bit tighter, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but there goes my money because I backed Sabalenka. But KD, let's be honest. Or no, Naomi's Osaka's drip is different, eh?
Dude, she was serving
I haven't seen
hardcore,
it.
bro.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the match yesterday between the two of them. I just saw the score. I was watching the Women's T20 Cricket World Cup final, so I didn't catch the
Yeah.
tennis.
Yeah, Australia won that
No,
one.
nah,
Yeah,
good.
they
Master
cruised it.
P, welcome, my brother. How are you? Are you all blessed? Are you good? What have you been getting up to?
I'm all right, man. No complaints. The usual, watching the soccer. I'm not. You guys are not the only ones that are lacking some sleep, bro. Some of us have been sleeping
Imagine
like 2,
working through it,
3,
bro. Imagine
2,
working
3
through
a.m.
it.
every day, bro. Yeah, nah.
Imagine working through it, bro. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You see, but
But it is what it.
it it's for the love of the game, as you know. So yeah.
Yeah, you very look. Your
But
background looking very
before we
different. Where's
before
the
we
bottles and
before we
all that stuff,
continue,
Master P?
if before we continue, his congratulations in order. I believe
For
you're
what?
graduating.
Oh,
Are you
come on, man.
graduating?
Oh, we have to mention it. Come on, come on.
Huh?
Allow it,
Try and
man.
do it. Try and do it.
Allow it,
No,
man.
just congrats, Davey. On your
Yeah.
achievements, bro. There's nothing more in life than getting a diploma behind your name.
Yeah.
From where we all come from to getting up there,
Yeah.
getting on that podium and getting the reward. So congrats, man, from all of us.
Yeah, love, my
Yeah.
brother.
Congrats, congrats, congrats,
Congrats, bro.
congrats, congrats, congrats.
Love,
Yeah.
love. I'll send it to you, Master P. This Ahmad sent it now to Brahim and all of a sudden or whatever. But my mommy is gonna do something and then you guys are definitely invited. So yeah. I wanna keep it
Awesome.
under wraps, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Awesome.
but gents, let's talk about it. Where do we start? We talk about Brazil. I think we should start at Brazil, Norway last night. Ahmad, I think you're the best person because you are a Brazilian fan. So, what's your
Mm,
opinion? For me, after the penalty miss, it went touch up. But what's your
It,
opinion, my bro? I'll
it,
listen.
it, look, from game one, I think we were all shocked. I don't know how you guys felt, but I was shocked at that performance. Game one, missed pass.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
when you So you want that samba, you want that flair, you get something. And Vinicius tried to do something. Let's give him credit. He
Yeah,
has been trying, but the rest of the team, it was atrocious because it's not what we used to from Brazil. It's not what we used to see in
exactly.
Brazilian football.
I think they were poor all
They were
around.
going to
They,
Brazil in
there's,
World
there's
Cup
no there's no there's
um,
no big name
Yep.
Brazilian
But
player that
you know what? You know what I find deceiving about them, right? Obviously, like if you see, let's say the last time they won it in 2002, the first few games, I mean, they were a bit tight, right? But like they got good as the tournament went along.
Excel.
So yeah, so you tend to believe into that hype that this group can also, emulate that.
They had like
That's what,
one
because
good game.
I picked them to win.
One good
Actually,
game.
because I'm a Brazilian fan, and like it just wasn't there, bro. Like they should have gone out to Japan already, to be honest with you. Like it just
the Brazilian
wasn't
squad
there.
to win the World Cup.
Eh?
Do you think this Brazilian team would win the World Cup? I mean,
Yeah, and I
Not-
thought
not a chance.
I thought being a
Not a
knockout
chance.
competition, I thought, dude, anything can happen, man. I mean, look at what
No,
Norway is
not a
doing,
chance.
right? Like,
If
I mean,
you
just
look
look
at
at
the
what
quality that how Brazil played, and you look at the quality of the rest of the team,
exactly.
I mean, Cape Verde put up a better performance than any of what Brazil did. If you have
Exactly.
but
to be honest.
the thing is, this Brazilian squad doesn't have any superstars as such. You know, back the Brazilian team.
But look, Governor, I sorry to break your word. Are you comparing them to a team like Ronaldo and Rivaldo and Ronaldinho, though?
You
No,
can't
I'm not-
compare them.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can't.
comparing-
Yeah, you can't.
What I'm saying is, every World Cup squad, Brazilian World Cup squad that went to the World Cup, had at least 2 to 3 real superstars in their team, right? A player that would walk into anybody's first 11 team. This Brazilian squad probably had
One.
2 players, Vinicius and Alisson as a goalkeeper. That you would say Gabriel, but the rest were not like household
They're not
names
people.
that you would like Kaká, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cafu. Do you know what I mean? That there wasn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of names.
And it was the same as Brazil 1990. There was no big players.
There was nothing.
So
I just think they didn't really have the spine. That they didn't have leaders, like proper leaders in the squad as well.
Exactly. Look throughout
It
this
was
World
just
Cup,
it was
if you look
it
at
was
a
yeah
game
it
like
was so
that,
it
you didn't see
it was
fight.
so
You
exactly
didn't see fight. You didn't see
Yeah.
enthusiasm. They didn't
Like-
look like they wanted to win.
yeah
Maybe we can argue. Maybe if the penalty went in, it might have been a different game. But
Ye-
still,
ye-
there's no fight.
yeah but
From
you
game
know what,
one.
gents, in order
Yeah,
to
go
win this thing, right? I agree with what Ahmad is saying, but at the same time also, like, to win the World Cup, bruh, like it goes beyond the penalty miss. You get on with it after that. You know what I mean? Like you still have
Yeah.
like a whole 70 minutes to play or
To
whatever
play
they had. You know?
football.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Just
and
play,
it
man.
just wasn't there.
And
And
just
when
wasn't
the
there.
more I watched it, the more I felt like everybody knows
Yeah.
how I feel about Real Madrid and Vinicius. But same time, I always have been saying Vinicius is a brilliant player, regardless.
Yeah.
And it feels like he was the only one trying. I can't see
Yeah.
it any other way. He was the only one trying to do something.
I personally don't know why like Neymar was taken to be on. I mean, I get it, but like, I mean,
I also
it's-
wasn't a shot. There's two parts to it. There's a part to it where you can say you as Neymar, you would
Yeah.
want to see him play the World Cup. You won't want to see him his last World Cup. I mean, he did announce his retirement of international football straight after that. So
yeah.
for that fact, you want to give him a good sending off. But physicality-wise, realistically-wise, he was never physically fit for at least 2 seasons even to play proper
Exactly.
football. To take him worse, you might have been
Yeah.
taking away an opportunity of another player that could have potentially done something. And I feel like the passing of the torch has been done over. Vinicius is now, so to say, that guy. It was Neymar, it was Ronaldinho, it was this, it was that. Vinicius is now that guy. And I think he's established himself as a player for Brazil that everybody looks up to, that looks up to do something the same way that we have looked in the past. So I don't think I understand, like I said, the story, the fairy tale behind taking Neymar with to the World Cup. Sure.
Yeah.
But on a football perspective, there's not much you could have done because there's not much you can judge of if you barely played football. So
As a
Yeah, I
Brazilian,
agree with Ahmed there. Sorry, Master.
yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead,
think he
Bram.
should be on based on his fitness. But I think it's deeper than that also. I don't think Brazil has produced. We know Brazil's conveyor belt of stars. It's like 2, 3 at a time, not just one. And I think since Neymar, you then have to wait for Vinicius, and I can't see another Brazilian that is going to take the world by storm like they normally do. They
sorry
just
to
don't
break your
have
word,
the
Bram.
players.
I thought that Rafinha would actually been one, but
He got injured. He got
unfortunately,
injured, bro.
Yeah,
besides
Yeah.
the
I thought it was going to
injury,
be
he did
Endrick.
play. I also thought it was going to be Endrick as well, because Endrick's talent is amazing. Like you cannot
Yeah.
deny that. Like his talent is brilliant. But unfortunately,
Yeah,
this
but
guy
I-
gets to be Rafinha.
But I
And
don't
just
think
thought
I
it would
don't
be.
I don't think that he is going to be. I think the problem with Brazilian youngsters now, if you look at if you look at years gone by, if you look at their paths that they followed before they went to the big European clubs, they started all in smaller countries or lesser leagues, and worked their way towards getting to the Madrids, the Barcelonas. When you look at them now, 16, 17, they go straight there. Then they go under real pressure to perform. And all of a sudden, it just gets too much. I don't think Endrick is that much of a talent. I think he's a good player, but I don't think, I think for him, he should have gone to a Ajax, a PSV, maybe a Dortmund, a Leipzig, build his portfolio
Before
up there.
you went to a big club,
Then
yeah.
go to like Ronaldinho, like Romario did, like Kaká did, like those players did, and sort of work his way. Even Neymar, was it Santos before he went to Barcelona. I think they just at the moment, any Brazilian 16, 17-year-old, look at Eustáquio at Chelsea, 17 years old. Chelsea grabbed him. Too inconsistent, but you can see when he's on his day, you can see
Oh,
that
yeah.
this boy is
Ah, he's
Yeah,
a
he's
fucking quality
definitely
player. Yeah,
something
it's a quality
special.
player.
He's a
But
brilliant player.
in the next 2-3 games, he is woeful, he's awful. And I think for me, Endrick last night to show that he's far away from wanting to force his way into the Madrid team. He struggled to get into a Premier League team. He struggled. He would have been automatic choice to lead your line. So I just think, for me, that's Brazil and Germany are the two countries that I think are sitting with that problem where they don't have that big player coming through. And as much as people criticize England have Kane and they have Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is truly standing up to say, listen, I am what people make me out to be. I am.
You guys know how I have been creating Jude Bellingham. I have to take every word back. I told Bram this. Bram messaged me and told me,
I'm glad you
say
have your hands
something
up.
now.
I'm glad
Say
you put up
something
your
now.
hands. Man.
The last part, you argued with me. I told you, put him
I
in
did.
a better team,
I
in a
did.
better environment. You'll see his quality come through.
And Bram has
You'll
been
see.
telling me that the whole time, and I didn't see it. And even with Kyle, but obviously, looking at the different environment, like Bram said, I have to put up my hands and say, okay, you've shown. I just hope from a football perspective we can see that at Madrid as well.
It's going to
That's
flop.
all.
Okay, this season coming. They have the wrong manager.
No,
That's the wrong
Fizz.
out of him.
Fizz,
Wrong
Total Tie, how are you, my bro? Big up everyone inside. Slap a like and subscribe to Total Tie Talks. What's your opinion on Brazil and Norway before we get into it, my bro?
To be honest with you, Norway definitely deserved it. Brazil, I personally think that they came into the tournament with the wrong squad. I'll put it that way. Because for me, it's not a thing of Brazil don't have quality right now. They definitely do. It's just the thing of the selections that were made. Neymar was always going to be the option. I personally, genuinely just believe that Carlo Ancelotti was forced to take him with. It was a situation where it was like the fan base is calling for it. I don't want to walk.
Yeah.
He basically didn't want to walk into a tournament with Brazil, with the Brazilian fans already crediting him for not taking Neymar with, because people wanted that feeling of it's Messi's last dance, it's Ronaldo's.
Yeah.
Let's add in
That
Neymar as
icon,
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically it, and that shows where they gave him a few minutes. Carlo Ancelotti comes out publicly and says that he's not up to the standard. Now you think of the other people that's in that team, Danilo and Alexandro. Me and Dev already spoke about it before. They were only good 10 years ago, but they up to standard and Neymar isn't. So that just shows where they're at. I think, yeah. Brazil,
Wait, Ty. Wait a second. Hold your thought. Why not take Joao Pedro then up front? Because I'm
That's
thinking
my thing. Why not take
That's
him
my
out?
argument.
you need
Because
you need
can't tell
goals,
me-
bro.
You can't
Like,
tell me
why not take
Igor-
Joao Pedro?
Igor is
How-
better than fucking Joao Pedro.
Exactly.
Exactly. I
Exactly.
100% agree with that. I was also baffled
see,
that
and
Joao
that's the
Pedro
problem.
wasn't
Yeah,
taken.
Igor
that's the
struggled that
problem because
first
if you
game.
think about it,
Sure.
hey?
Igor struggled that
Sure.
first game.
Man, bro,
Yeah.
Igor. Did you watch Igor? Man? I can't even watch Igor, man.
Yo, he struggled, bro. He looked like he was out of his depth.
But you know what?
But to
you
be
know what
honest
my
with you,
thing is, man? Sorry to break your word, Ty. Sorry to break your word, Ty, and you can come in again. But my thing is, the fact that Igor struggle like it, I can guarantee you, Joao Pedro isn't struggling like it. Like,
Exactly.
That's
you
my
can
thing.
You can throw Chelsea as much as you want, but Joao Pedro is not struggling like it. But
Exactly.
Joao
You
Pedro
need
has
goals,
that feel
right?
for what Roberto
even
Firmino used to
Richarlison
give.
should have gotten a chance. I would have taken Richarlison as well.
Nah,
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
What's the kak, man? Ah. We're coming to you with your transfer, man. Wacht. Sitting here with lumming there in your bed, in your little mansion, and lumming here with your Spurs hoodie on. Like, I've never seen that. Has anyone seen the Spurs hoodie? Am I the only one that says?
That's a custom-made thing. That's a custom-made thing, man.
No,
You had to go find one that I had to go get that printed on.
I got it from the Zerbi.
I thought it was a blanket over your chest. I thought it was one of that stuff that you put down when you go for a
I've never
picnic.
seen this man in 7 years of podcasting with us, but I've never seen him wear anything of Spurs related.
He's
Wow, I wear my
proud
shirt.
of 17
I
back-to-back,
do wear
man.
the Spurs
Believe
shirt.
him.
I do wear
He
the
does own it. I can guarantee you he owns it.
I've actually only ever seen your shirt on your display picture on WhatsApp. That's the only place I've ever.
No,
actually
no,
seen it.
I feel it doesn't work. I do.
Yeah, but look,
yeah.
it's Brazil. Are we gonna talk about? Let's talk about England.
Bram.
Why do we talk about
difficult
Bafana?
stuff. Mexico.
How can we not talk about Bafana?
Talk about Can we agree Bafana make us
Okay,
believable?
Ram, should we go
Bafana
Bafana?
make us believable.
Yeah, let's talk about
Bafana make us
Bafana,
believable.
man. Listen, I'm gonna just say, irrespective, blah blah blah. Yes, they played the wrong formation. I'm just proud of them. Full stop. Just proud
Honestly,
of them.
I disagree. I disagree already.
No, I disagree with. I agree, Dave. I know what where you're gonna go, and me and you share the same thoughts. I'm disappointed with the African teams, the football that they played. Very disappointed, but I am just the one thing that I am really proud of African energy in on a whole is that the world is going to take, when it comes to goalkeeping, our goalkeepers serious, because I think our goalkeepers, the African goalkeepers, have really put on really good displays in this World Cup. Besides Onana, he's not there.
Williams,
That's
bro.
why he hasn't
Not
embarrassed
Ronald
us.
Williams. I support Sundowns, not Ronald Williams, eh?
Listen, Onana would have embarrassed us and just around the whole.
Nah, you see where you're going. Vozinha of
Yeah.
of Cape Verde.
Of
Then
Cape
Verde.
David, all the African keepers. I mean, even the Congo keeper against England. What a game!
Yeah, he
What
was
a
brilliant.
tournament is that? I
Yeah,
think
he was
African
brilliant.
goalkeepers
Yeah.
have really impressed in this World Cup for me. You might disagree, but I just think that looking at them in general, normally the African keepers are not great, but for most of them, not all, most have put up really good performance. I think Africa can be proud if we come out of this World Cup. The standard of goalkeeping in Africa has improved a long
No,
way.
exactly.
And I think
It's
Vazino
the
is
idea that
linked
goes
to
with
Inter
that.
Miami now, or what?
Yeah, Ty, you learn, my bro. You learn.
I was just gonna say the only problem with that is, Bam, it's the stigma that's attached to that. Because now, if you think about it, what that basically also means is that what Van der Sar used to say, that a good game is a game where he has to do no work. So if the keepers are the one shining, it's because they had to save 10, 20 shots per game. So it's the rest of the team that was struggling. I
Yeah.
personally, I just want to touch on Bafana. No? Like honestly, I felt alone in being like one of in my family, like being one of the people that's like one of the only supporters of Bafana, getting a shirt, getting everything. But like genuinely, it was because the signs was there. Like Bafana right now is on a path to doing something in the coming years. And the
what
thing
are they
is,
gonna do?
the
Ty?
signs were
What
there.
are they gonna do?
Look at the
Let's be
players.
let's
that
be
we
champions of our continent.
now,
There
for
is an
example,
improvement, bro.
there's a massive improvement on Bafana.
Yeah.
Like there, if you're looking
There's
at player for
progression,
player,
bro.
what we have now,
Yeah.
there's a reason why after the tournament now, you already have 3 players that get signed to bigger clubs and stuff. There's they're looking at the rest of the squad as well. Like remember, success on the pitch means it affects the rest of the footballing ecosystem in South Africa. If we want to see improvements in as a whole in our leagues, in our football, in our player development, we need to have performances like this in the tournament. Actually seeing that video, like I felt emotional seeing that videos when Bafana made it through. Then you see people in the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning, busy chanting and singing the songs. And it's like we never made it. We didn't make it far. I knew Canada was basic because Canada was coming in as one of the best attacking teams in their group. So knowing that they were going to come against Bafana, I knew we were going to struggle. But the fact that we pushed it till the end.
Yeah.
Like, really,
What
it
is
was
those
something
guys?
cool.
Push it to what end? Push it to what end? In my whole
We
entire
played
life,
defensive
I've
football.
only known the World Cup to be 32 teams. So you're gonna celebrate mediocrity? Is that what we're doing now? Then what
I think of it like this.
disgusting
Just
World
be think of it like this. Just be honest. Think of it like this.
Cup. I'm telling you
Put-
straight up, the World
Really?
Cup. I'm telling you now.
Nah, look here. Check it. Player for player. Every single player in the Bafana
No
squad.
one
And I
wants
want you
them.
gents to
The
kind
only
of
reason
no,
why,
just listen.
listen. Whoa. The only reason why you're mentioning that is because they are cheap. The team suki kaki. No
Okay,
one
wait.
wants them.
Let me just
And
touch
where
on
they
that point
going?
quickly.
By
and
the
then-
way,
just listen.
touch on what you said. Mafokem is going to where? Where is he going? He's going to
Okay,
Sengalone
okay.
in Belgium. He's not going
Listen.
to a Prem team. It was disgusting, guys. Let's not
No,
paper
David,
over-
listen. No,
wait.
David, let's leave the performance of this specific World Cup, right? When I talk about improvements, I'm talking about, do you remember how many AFCONs did we miss? How many World Cups did we miss,
Exactly.
right?
Is that
Until
what we're going on now? How many World Cups, AFCONs we missed? We won the AFCON in 96, bro. Come
No,
on.
I get that.
96.
But after that, what happened? Right now, I'm talking about a situation whereby we missed a whole lot of tournaments. We're non-existent on the African continent. Never mind the world, right? And here we're in a situation whereby we've qualified for a few AFCONs and had a decent showing,
Yeah.
by the way. And then now we're at the World Cup, right?
What's your
That
opinion
counts
on
for
this?
something. Considering
What's your opinion on decent in the AFCON, Master P? What's your opinion? What is your opinion on decent? What's your judgment on decent?
decent would be obviously quarterfinals, and everything else is a bonus, if you know what I mean, right? That's
Yeah,
because they
so I accept that.
okay,
You
yeah,
just think
go
of it
on,
like this
Ty.
now.
Yeah.
If you're a Prem team coming into the league now, and the expectation is for you to get relegated first, you're going to go. You're gonna pick up. No, listen. No, D, let me land. D, just let me land so I can make my point quick. No, just let the point. If that's the expectation that you're gonna fly, and you somehow make it mid-table, that looks good on your resume, right? So now in this, the point I'm trying to make is, and the reason why I wanted everyone to touch on the same point, if you watched the games, if you watched what Bafana did in each and every single game, just be honest. If we went to this tournament with, just for an example now, a prime Benny, if we had a striker that could finish, be honest, South Africa would have done much better. We were one of the best teams defensive in our group. Wing play, we were brilliant. Midfield, remember, they had 2 red cards in the first game. Up until that point, somehow the structure was working. 2 red cards literally actually killed us. Second game, we were pushing for a result. We ended up getting a draw. Third game, we actually managed to out-attack South Korea. And it's like people thought Sun is gonna come up and everything. Sun had 1 shot off target. Defensively, we were there. Ronwen Williams was keeping us in. We had a good midfield. We had good wing play. I personally think the reason why we were struggling was because we went into it with no striker. Lau Foster starts the first game, doesn't see a minute in the second game. Then we bring we're constantly changing the front line, specifically our striker. And it was the fact that we couldn't finish those chances. We had chances against Canada. If we buried that, we would have been through to the next round. And then it would have been a totally different discussion. We had to rely on wingers to score our goals. We had to rely on a penalty from Mokoena to get us through. We had to rely on long shots out the box because we had an ineffective striker up front. And if you think about it, that would have changed the whole tournament. So that's why I'm saying, watching them, seeing what they were doing, I was very impressed.
No, I
I
wasn't.
just think I'm again of the opinion that what I'm disappointed in the Canada game was 80 minutes we're defending. Okay, so if that's our game plan, we're going to defend, so fine. Let's defend, right? You're 10 minutes away from taking it to extra time. You're 10 minutes away from Canada ran out of ideas what to do with us. We then decide to go and attack to want to get that winning goal.
Yeah.
We're going to go to extra time here, guys. We've got subs on the bench to come on. I've used 4 subs by the 80th minute already. I made 4 changes. I only had 1 left. We had 3 in the bank. For what reason did we decide to want to go and attack to score that winning goal? The game wasn't going to be over in 90 minutes. So for me, who'd you blame there, the players or the coach?
I think a lot of people do get it.
I get.
Oh, sorry, Ben. I'm just going to touch on that quick. I think a lot of people also get. I'm sorry, Ben. I just want to say quick. Like a lot of people also get that wrong. So there's a slight difference between playing defensive football and playing counter-attacking football. If you watch what Bafana was doing, defend on the last. As soon as you get the ball, push it to Mokoena, push it through to the wings. That's basically what we're doing. That's why you could see our wing play was so dangerous.
That statement would have carried weight if I didn't watch Morocco and Egypt, my bro. I'm very, very sorry.
Oh, but remember, thank you for touching on that. Look at Morocco and realize that Morocco wasn't like that 12 years ago, 10 years ago. So in other words, if you see the growth, you see. No, what I'm saying is, you see the growth. You see AFCON. We're in a much better place now, Bafana, than they were 5 years ago.
The next AFCON, can you tell me Bafana's going to win the AFCON? Can you honestly tell me Bafana's going to win the AFCON?
Hang on.
I can say we stand a much better chance now. I can see this team making semis for the final. I can see them.
Can you honestly tell me Bafana's going to win the AFCON? The next AFCON.
I can see us making it to a final.
Yes.
I can see us making it to the final. If
Okay,
Morocco comes there, if Morocco comes, that's a totally different story. But I'm saying,
David, just hang on quickly. You mentioning Morocco and you mentioning Egypt, right? Egypt's biggest player is who? Mo Salah. Morocco's biggest player at the moment is who? Hakimi. We don't have that
Anybody on that?
caliber.
Exactly.
We don't have
Exactly.
that caliber
Exactly.
of Bafana team at the moment. Then you look at around
Exactly.
Egypt's team and you look at Morocco's team. There's a fair number of them playing in big clubs in European nations. We're talking about PSG and Bayern. Let's not be stupid now. We're talking about some of them are in Belgium, in the top team in Belgium. Some of them are playing in Turkey. They've got a lot of European experience. We've had a lot of homegrown players playing in our team.
Yep.
So our boys, like Ty saying, the best thing out of this World Cup is these boys are now going to go on to playing in Europe. Right? Let's hope that they stay there for 2 or 3 years. Within by the time the next AFCON come and the experience that they're going to gain and the enhancement in their footballing ability will make Bafana a much, much better team to go.
Exactly.
And I stand on this.
Yeah.
Had we got in Morocco, Bafana will beat Morocco any day. It's the same as Spurs versus City. Why do Spurs beat City? Nobody can put their finger on it. And I believe Bafana would beat Morocco. I'm not saying we would have beat the Netherlands or any of the other teams Morocco come up against, because Morocco has a pedigree and players and the way they play that they'll probably beat some of the European teams. But Bafana versus Morocco, I favor Bafana to win the game.
Yeah.
I favor us to win the game. Just because we have that hold over them that we will beat them. So for me, Bafana's problem was the final third. Our final third was poor.
Exactly.
But everything up until that point, show me a World Cup where, and other than France 98 game 1, and this World Cup where Bafana's conceded or lost by 3 or 4 goals, there isn't a game. We lost 3-2 to Spain with Andre Arendse flopping in 2002 in Korea. He cost us not going to the knockout stages.
Yeah.
Other than that, and that was Spain with Raul
Raul and those guys, yeah.
Iniesta,
Yep.
Xavi.
Yeah.
Canning
And
point
if
up.
we would have won that game if it wasn't for two mistakes by Andre Aronson.
I'm
So,
sorry, you accept
we
you
are
accept the
not as
mediocrity,
bad.
bro. You accept the
We are not as
mediocrity.
Yeah,
bad as
but
people believe.
David,
Accept
if you're saying you accept mediocrity, then what you are saying is
Like
that
Ahmad.
Bafana is on the level of Morocco. Bafana is on the level of Egypt. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I've seen my team win the AFCON, number one U African Championship.
1998, bruh.
Which is in 1998, my bro.
Oh,
Let's
What
be
team?
real.
What team is he referring to?
96.
What?
I expect it
no,
to
he's
be
talking
on
about
that level.
Bafana 96.
I
96.
understand
Sorry,
that
96.
you expect them to be on the, but we have to be realistic. They're not. Take the point that Bram
Yeah.
makes. Take the point that Time makes. That what Morocco has, what Egypt has, the players that they have, and the quality of football that they're playing. Bafana
Well,
doesn't
okay,
have
bro,
that.
bro.
So
Sorry
how
to
can
break
you
your word.
expect
But
homegrown
everyone
players?
guesses
with
up the
all due respect?
PSL.
Hang on.
Everyone
Hang
guesses
on.
up the PSL and make it like the PSL. Did Sundowns not win the African Championship? Did Sundowns not win the CAF?
Let's go through. the
Gents,
team.
can I just make one more point
Someone-
quickly? Then we'll end this conversation.
Hang on,
One more point.
Hang on. Before 1996, where was Andre Aronson playing? In England. Where was Mark Williams playing for Wolves?
Good
Where was
point.
Eric Tinkler playing
Good point.
for Barnsley? Where was Mark
Okay.
Fish playing for Lazio?
So why is that
So how
brilliant?
can
You're
Exactly.
walking right into my
So-
into my point that I'm gonna make. You're walking
Eh,
right into my carry
Can I make a point quick?
Kenny, we're speaking
Talk
about
ask about
Can
Sean Bartlett, carry on, let's
We're
walk
speaking-
right into my point.
We're speaking about that 96 team, the experience that they gained from playing in Europe, helped
Okay.
Bafana win
Exactly.
the AFCON. We
Yes,
don't
walk
have
into it.
that. In this current squad, we do not have the European experience that you can call on to say, you guys should be technically, one, used to the crowds, because half of this Bafana team play, the only time they play in front of a full stadium is if Pirates play Chiefs or Pirates play Sundowns. The rest of the time is 5,000
Yeah.
people in a 60,000 seat stadium. They're not acclimatized to the conditions over there. They're not acclimatized to everything else off the field that is going on there. 1996 Bafana
Yep.
team, half of that team was experienced through all of that already.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
Okay.
can't
You're
you
walking
can't
straight,
say
you're walking
you
again
can't
into my
say-
point. Bram,
You-
who
Before
won,
you
the,
make your tap,
who
can
won
I
the
make a point?
Who won the African Champions League? Who won the African Champions League?
Sundowns.
Exactly. How many of that team was dominated, right? In that Bafana team. So shouldn't you at least show a better fight? Or are you gonna
Can I
play
make a
this poor thing as what you doing?
Let Ty speak.
Thailand.
Let us-
Thailand.
Yeah, you know,
Gents,
let Thailand
after this
because you
point-
don't have a sponsor.
Thank you, D. After this, I promise you we can leave it. Remember, my whole point was just you need to be able to see a point where it's like, yo, this team can grow from here and they can get on to better things. So the point that we were all making, no.
Yeah, wait. I'm gonna
So
go.
the
I'm
point
gonna
that you
go
were
quickly.
making
I'm
was-
gonna come back. I'm just going quickly. Like carry on.
No, wait, the point is for you. How can I make the point to other people? The point is for you. Just wait.
Okay.
Play Neda. Listen, quick. So the point that I was making was there's growth from here, right? So we all use the example of Morocco. Now, Morocco, right now, we can see, yo, they're so quiet and stuff. If I just want to run you guys through a quick stat. So let's say South Africa's growth starts right now, okay? Morocco was never always a quiet team. The trophies they won, 2025, 2025, 2021,
Right,
2025,
right, don't do that.
2018, 2016.
Morocco was top. Don't do that. 4
No,
years
wait,
ago,
no.
Morocco was top.
That's the point. No. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you look at
Okay.
them before 2016, they won one trophy. That one trophy came in 1972. If their point of growth was 2014 and they went up, they're now one of the best. If South Africa is on this path now, in the next 4 years to potentially 5 years, we could be even past their level because of where we are now. That's the point I'm trying to make. Morocco was never always a quiet team, but now we see and they're like, yo, one of the best in the world. They challenging. They're in the top 10 in the world literally right now. That same thing can happen to South Africa. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It won't happen. Like cock. That's not happening. But look, let's come on to England.
Mr. Bram.
Governor, how do you feel about England? Nice victory last night. Tough
I want the
tough
Mexico to win. Yo.
conditions.
Honestly
Harry Kane,
speaking,
Bellingham.
Yeah, I think England are being saved by Jude and by Kane.
Bellingham.
Again, he is making Tuchel look good, or it's vindicating his point of leaving all those players behind. Right? That I think
Yeah.
you and I, as football fans and the media, we wanted to see certain players in the England team because we spent a lot of time watching the Premier League, right? And I think what he's gone and done is pick players that he felt for him personally was going to do what he needs. And I think a lot of our thoughts and points are sort of construed by on social media. Like if you look at they're talking about ex-players and pundits. I saw one that says he likes young players that he can shout at. He can't manage. That's why he left the Maguires at home. He left a lot of the bigger players at home. And Jed Spence is an easy target for him. Morgan Rogers, these are easy targets that he can shout at and you know. But listen, the guy has developed something in an England team. If you've watched England over all the years, what England are doing at the moment is not different. It's nothing different. He's done nothing different because that is England. They will battle through a game. They'll start poorly, then they'll fight and they'll claw their way and they'll hang in there. And then somebody will produce a miracle goal. And England will win the game. And then it's coming home. You know, all of that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I don't think England will go further than the semi. I can't see them beating Argentina because England will lose to emotion. Past history will come up. The media, the English media will then focus on this is our year, this is we're gonna do it. Remember 86, blah blah blah. Yeah, I just think that it's gonna end in tears once again. But give them the due. They stuck to it. If this guy pulls it off, it would be ironic. A German winning the World Cup for England. You couldn't have actually script that any better.
I completely disagree with you, Bram, on one thing. I agree with the rest, but I disagree with you on one point. I think
say I agree.
It's. I think after yesterday's performance, especially with the 10 men in the environment and the character that they showed, I think they've embodied they've got the right manager for the right moment. I think they could actually win it, to be honest with you. I think if you see what Cape Verde
Take off your
did,
Chelsea hat. Take off your Chelsea.
No, I'm being honest. Let's be logical.
Tuchel does that. Tuchel will stink his way to a World Cup.
Let's be logical about this, Bram. Cape Verde, look at what they did, right? Against Argentina, because you mentioned Argentina, and I'm saying that game could have actually gone either way, right? And you tell me the quality that's in the English team cannot be given the benefit of the doubt to go toe to toe with the Argentines. I think they could take them out easily. I think.
Do you think the Argentines are not going to pick themselves up because it's England?
No. Of course, look, of course,
it's the same as if Spurs.
Oh, that's the point you're making.
Don't talk about Spurs and Arsenal. You know we better you. You don't. Let's not do that.
What I'm saying is, if you Cape Verde is going to be still against Argentina. They're just purely there on adrenaline, right? Argentina can be out for
exactly.
England, Argentina in the semi-final.
Argentina on adrenaline. What do you say?
Cape Verde on adrenaline.
England, Argentina.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
England, Argentina. Do you think that as the English are going to be up for it to get one over them of 86, the Argentines are not going to pick themselves up because this is England?
But here's the thing, Graham. They have to pick them. It's a game that's played in the 90 minutes on the day. We can't necessarily just assume like as though the English also don't have the quality. Like I didn't pick England to win it. You know what I'm saying? But what I've seen, there's a little bit of something there that they could actually cause an upset at this world. I'm telling you, it's not as if let's put it this way, Bram. It's not as if these guys have not played a big game in their career. That like they went to the Euro finals, I think in London at some point in England, right, a couple of years ago. So let's not act as though what they are doing is somewhat of a fluke. You know what I mean? Like these are guys that are established, they've got the experience. And I'm telling you, look, this thing it's all about, like we've always said in football, right? Knockout football, that is. Whoever shows up on the day. Like what Ahmad said, the penalty was missed by Brazil, right? Maybe it's a different game after that. But at the end of the day, the game's gotta be played. And so my only argument is to say, let's not write off England completely and say, well, they'll lose or whatever. I agree with you. Argentina is, I'm thinking it's Argentina and France again in the final. But let's just not jump.
Repeat
Let's
final.
not jump. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's the final that's probably going to happen. But like, England's a threat, bro. Like, with what they did yesterday, I just think.
Probably. I think
there's-
Spain will knock out France.
I also think so.
Whoa.
I also think Spain.
I think Spain.
Wow,
will
I don't know
I don't know
about
why I
that,
feel
I mean.
differently about that. I don't know why I
Wow.
feel differently about that. I don't think so.
I don't-
Why?
I don't know.
I
Why,
also
bro?
don't think so.
Talk to me.
France have
Wow.
not had a bad game yet where their strikers have had a game where they, everything just deserts them. The final
Who?
pass deserts them. Shots don't go in. Like Argentina's experienced it. They've experienced it and they've come out on top still, right? Whereas for me, France haven't had that yet. Everything that
Paraguay.
touch turns to goal.
We just had. Did you watch our game against Paraguay now the other night?
Paraguay.
How cold did
Paraguay.
how cold?
Fail.
Yeah, but
I've never
but they
seen
didn't.
around football in a World Cup.
But they still.
No,
maybe for me,
didn't
there's
that
a
resemble a
difference
Qatar
between-
strategy?
between-
If you watch the
there's a
Paraguay
difference
game.
between If you are not creating chances and nothing is going your way, then missing chances. That's two different things. Argentina couldn't create the chance the other game. Like nothing worked. They were just scraped through. France won against Paraguay, but if you look at the way France still went through them, went around them, it wasn't going in. But like I said, imagine Spain, they come up against Spain. It could be the night where everything just deserts France. And Spain go through and win it. So Spain have
Yeah,
had their
but-
bad game. They had their bad game out the way where, it was just not their night. So it's going to be interesting to see on that side of the group, France, Spain, Portugal. Like Master P said, who turns up on the night and is more
Yeah.
clinical
100%.
is what it's going to be about.
I can agree with
I
that.
just know
Yeah.
England. I just know England, and I know they don't have someone that believes. If it's Argentina, I'm not going to get carried away by the euphoria around the game. I'm just going to go out and do my thing. All of them just get hyped up in the whole thing. It's France. It's
Yeah.
86. Let's get revenge, and then they'll end up crying. They'll end up doing something stupid
Yeah.
and going out on penalties,
Yeah.
or they're losing. The Argentines is very calm. They're very calm when it comes to situations like this. Very, very calm and level-headed. The English play with emotion.
No facts.
And also the
Ahmad,
English players come
um,
into a tournament with the most pressure out of any other nation. Like England always has the pressure, whether it's Euros or World Cups. They always have the most pressure to, like, who was it that was speaking about that? Jordan Henderson was speaking about it. But he said people don't understand how much pressure gets put on someone who wears the England shirt simply just because of the fact that if you make a mistake tomorrow, you have every single newspaper in England, every single team that's speaking about it. You have banter fans from other teams that's speaking about
But
it.
to
And it's like, I can
piggyback
understand why.
to piggyback of that, do you think that's because of the team, like Governor's been in England already? I think that's personally because of the media, Ty.
Yeah, the media in England
Media
is
and
very
also
much
the
different.
team.
I
Like
can
it's
walk
it's,
into you
it's it's the way we look at the Premier League. We look at the Premier League as this is England. England has to be the best. And I mean the media is what pushes forward that notion of England is the one team out of all the countries that thinks they deserve every World Cup. Every World Cup, it's like we're going to win it. We're going to be the ones that's going to make it to the final and we're going to win. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally that thing. It's like Gordon. Gordon signed for Barca. Immediately he plays cool throughout the court, throughout every friendly before. Has one bad game.
Gordon was
Immediately
brilliant,
after that, it's
Gordon
like
was big.
we
Gordon has come
wasted
up
money.
clutch in the last two games. Don't talk about your
No. I just mean in the first game. No, I just mean the first game.
He was
The first game.
He came up clutch now in the
Ahmad
last two
knows.
games. Don't do that.
No,
I know what
this, but I'm
I
saying
know
the
what I
first
was referring
game.
to.
Ahmad,
But Dave-
yeah,
What I
the
was
first
referring to.
game he plays bad. Everyone is like, why we wasted money? Who would pay 60 million for this player? Immediately the media is showing his ex coaches also saying the exact same thing about, I wouldn't what was it? Newcastle should be licking their lips. They should be closing their bank down because Barca might try and send Gordon back. All of that stuff, but that's the English media in a nutshell. Even with Kane, you can see Kane is one of the people that can handle the pressure, but even he's under it because he now feels as though he has to carry the team because he scores one penalty in a game, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, everything is riding on his back.
But I can also
remember the World Cup.
He's out of the league. He's out of the league now, so now he's doing his business. Don't
Remember the
Kane
World
look
Cup?
only
Who's
the
in there?
fresh one. Like,
Remember the World Cup
Sorry,
when he
Bram.
missed the penalty against France? Remember we went out to
Yeah.
France and he missed the penalty?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
say louder, I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that.
with that years of yours, I'm surprised you didn't catch it.
I'm only teasing. Carry on, Len. I'm only teasing you. I'm only teasing. Carry on.
That story of Southgate. And in
Yep.
that story, I don't know if you shared it with everybody else. It touches on the biggest problem with England is the rivalry within the camp, the rivalry of the different
Yeah.
clubs. It's the biggest issue why England don't succeed because everybody's afraid to make a mistake and they just cannot become one team. They just struggle, and Southgate came the closest to that, getting them to being one unified team. But you can see with this squad also behind the scenes, there's a lot of this harmonized squad. And people were criticizing, and even me, I was critical of Jude Bellingham. I thought that this guy really thinks he's the it, but behind the scenes, he's the one that's trying to knit everybody together to being one
Yeah.
team, having one vision. Everybody's on the same page, and people didn't understand that. Everybody thought he's the star. The star gaze is all over him, and he thinks he's the next superstar. Whenever he's playing for England, he's trying to G the crowd up. He's trying to be everybody's friend in the
Yeah.
England team. But he understood that, listen, he's a big player, but there's other guys here that don't get that same respect because they're not at the Madrid. But he gets the respect, and he's only 20 years old. So they feel withdrawn from the team. That's why Vardy quit playing for England, because he was only Leicester player. He was never accepted. He was never accepted in the squad. He was never accepted when it came to off-field, discussions and things like that. But he was one of the few ones with the Premier League medal around his neck. But he was never, you understand? So it's England's problem, man. It's England's biggest problem. Was that?
It is what it is. Ahmad, I need to come on to you, my bro. I know this is your goat. How do you see the World Cup going? How do you see the top scorer going? Kylian Mbappe and Messi battling it out. Haaland also, we saw last night. How do you see it going, my bro, before we close off?
As much as people know, and as I know, as much as we love Messi, I cannot, as much as I'm happy for him that he broke the record, and I cannot see Mbappe not winning the Golden Boot. I don't know why I have that feeling. As good as Messi, I think I can agree with that. We know how brilliant Messi is. He does what he always does, club or country. But you cannot deny Mbappe is a different beast when it comes to
Yeah.
He is it's scary. It's scary. When you look at Messi's goals, if you watch Messi throughout your career, me and I know look at Messi like, oh, that's what he does into the boxer. You know what's gonna, but with Mbappe, you just feel like he's got so much more to come. Like you don't know how much more he can score. It's crazy. So Golden Boot, I know me and Devin spoke about it. You don't want Mbappe to break the record now. You wanted to keep it for the next World Cup because why? To give Messi that moment and then let him retire and then let Mbappe do it. But you can't sit here and deny and not say that Mbappe is. I see Mbappe being the Golden Boot winner, and ultimately, I wouldn't say no to France winning the World Cup. There's just a different scariness about
even him winning player of the tournament, I think.
100%.
Can I give a crazy shot? I think Olise is our better player. I think Olise is our top player.
100%. I also
was gonna say the same thing.
I was coming on to Olise. I don't think he's getting enough praise on what he's doing just with his assist alone in terms of records and breaking and his play on what he does. And there is rumors. The scary thought is if Madrid breaks the bank, which
Madrid,
you know what I'm coming to on. If Madrid breaks the bank,
the Madrid one,
Papa Perez straight said, listen, yeah, I'm not scared to spend 300 more on a player if I need to.
Exactly.
150 million is just the start. So if he's gonna it's gonna be clear, we're not gonna sell. But who's gonna say no if Papa Perez says, okay, 250 million, let's start talking? Are you really gonna say?
I already saw the video this morning where they were showing the possible lineup with Ulisse. Then they showed Vinny Jr. on the left, Mbappe through the middle, and then on the right you have Ulisse. Just behind that you have Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde. And then they must looking at bringing in Barella, so he's going to play right next to them. And it's like, yo,
And then
that's
Dumfries.
so scary.
It's
Yo.
scary. So final thoughts. I think I would love Mbappe to win the Golden Boot, purely because why? I think Messi's done what he's done. Messi's had his moment and he's still done brilliant.
Yeah.
He's broken the record. He's done it. Cool. Give him Mbappe his
Exactly.
moment and give him his World Cup. I don't see it any other way.
Nah, face.
It's like R9. No one's going to look differently at R9, even though he's like 4th on the list now. No one's going to look differently at the
like,
kind of
you
player
know
that
what's
he was.
mad? You know, like all that players that we used to look at back in the day, like Josh Fontaine and R9 and Klose and all of that, they demolishing all that records like
How
never
long do
before.
closest record stand? And
Yeah.
they're making it look like nothing.
Like
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
It's scary. It's
But
scary.
you know, you
Scary.
say that now about R9, right? They can break his records.
Shut up. If you're gonna talk to me, shut up. If you're gonna talk to me, like you literally on the floor there. And now you can talk.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sit there on your floor in your lounge, my bro.
Listen, they can break his records. Like you said, Debbie, this is a World Cup of 40 odd teams. They played in World Cups where it wasn't even 32 teams back then yet. So he can break his records, but you'll never be able to take away his mantle as being the greatest, one of the best strikers ever. R9.
No, 100%. Me R9.
Yeah. No, obviously.
Me R9 is
R9 over Messi or Ronaldo all day long.
Yeah.
But my
100%.
final thoughts is love him,
Not over Messi.
hate him, no matter what your views are on him. CR7 is
come on, man.
I don't even want to talk about the guy, no? But you cannot ignore the fact that
Nah, man, don't be.
come with the hour.
Don't be that guy.
You, Kagi, do you sit every morning and think how you gonna piss Devon off? And then you come on here and then you're gonna piss me off. Why?
You push yourself off too much. You must stop pushing yourself. Wait for a change.
Nah, man. Your takes, your football takes pisses me off. He scored 2 goals against
listen.
He scored a penalty. What are we talking?
No one's talking about how he scored the goals. It's the fact that the goals are there on the board.
Okay,
It's
the football
there.
today, I can honestly say, come at the man, come at the hours. Ronaldo's not that guy anymore. 100%.
Thank you.
Look at the football.
Thank you.
Look at the look.
Nobody
beyond that
said.
football. Nobody's
That's not
denying
me.
what he's done. Nobody's denying what he's done.
Relax,
But in
relax,
today's time, in
relax.
today's right now,
Nobody
in this
said
World Cup,
he's
Thank
come
you.
at the man,
There
come
we
at the
go.
hour.
There you
Gonzalo
go.
Ramos, Gonzalo Ramos showed his come at the man, come at the hour.
I was not saying
Exactly.
that he is the
Gonzalo
player.
Ramos.
I was not saying that he is going to be player of the tournament. I did not say.
No, we're not saying that.
what
I'm not
I'm
saying
We
that.
We
You
never
said
meant
come
to.
at the
No.
man, come at the hour.
We never said
You-
that. None of us said here.
Your hatred for Ronaldo against Messi. Hang on.
It's
hang
not
on.
that.
I didn't.
That's the
It's
thing.
not
It's
that. No
not
one
that.
said that.
No one said
What
that.
I'm saying
It's
is,
not
listen.
that.
Let me finish.
No
let
one
me
said
finish.
that, Gav.
Let me finish. Hang on. You
Okay,
didn't even
finish.
hear what I said properly. What I'm saying is, give him. You have to acknowledge the fact that he is up there in terms of this World Cup. I wouldn't put it past him. The further
No.
Portugal
No.
goes, he goes away with the Golden Boot. I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm very
Because-
sorry. Like
I'm very sorry.
Sorry,
I was
disgusting.
I
I feel he's
discussing-
holding that Portugal team back. I
Back.
personally feel.
100% agree.
Shush.
100% agree.
Just shoot.
Look at the football on the pitch. Don't look at what he can possibly do. Look at the current
Yes.
football. The man has a 37% shot accuracy for the 2026 season.
Yeah.
He's not that man of come at the man, come at the hour anymore. I wish he was. I
Yeah.
wish
The
we can
fact
sit
that
here
he
and
Damn,
got-
say,
for
the
the-
fact that he got
I
man of
love
the match
seeing what
by the
Ronaldo
other
I
night
asked
against
what I was
Croatia.
going to say.
The goalkeeper
Yeah.
should have got man of the match for me, in my personal opinion. But anyway, land governor.
Oh, can I talk without you and Ahmed getting excited?
You
over
may.
Ronaldo?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I I'm gonna give him his due because I was very critical. I felt sorry for him when the World Cup started. Like this poor Bara is just literally embarrassing himself.
He still is.
But I think
anyway.
for
He
me,
still is.
he has, to me, shown that no matter what you think of him, no matter what we say, no matter whether we want to disregard what he does on the pitch today, he has proven that he undoubtedly deserves to be spoken of in the echelons of
definitely.
top players in the world. I respect the fact that
yeah.
to
We're
think
not
that,
disagreeing with that.
that first two games, but
No one's disagreeing with you on that fact.
Nobody's
I thought
disagreeing
that
with that fact.
What is Portugal doing putting this guy in the team? But you can see when he scores the goals for that, he scored so
The
far.
2 goals.
The 2 goals against Uzbekistan and a
Against
penalty
Uzbekistan.
against Croatia, really.
It doesn't matter,
Really?
Ahmed. You must stop with this wanting to put how much goals Messi has and what
That's
I'm
not
saying
what I'm
is-
saying. I'm purely talking about the football on the pitch. Come on.
Ahmed is saying the types of goals.
Whoa.
I'm
Yes.
talking about the
Yo, look
Two
at Ahmed.
goals against Uzbekistan and a penalty against Croatia.
Ahmed
Look
is
at
vexed.
Messi's
the
goal now
two goals,
against
the two
Cape
goals
Verde.
he scored.
Look at that
The
goal
game
of
he scored the
Messi.
2 goals. That finished the goals that he finished was top quality. Give him his due.
Okay, now watch Messi's one now
Gents,
against Croatia.
Gents,
Anyway, I'm gonna go and watch the game. Portugal.
Yeah, wait,
Damn.
we're coming to the final third. We're coming to the final
just
third.
just a quick little thought, Tiki. Okay, so I think the only thing I'm just defending Ahmad here quickly. What Ahmad is trying to basically say is you can see Messi still has not comparing the two, but just for the sake of this argument, Messi is still the one that's carrying the Argentina team, but now he's still a vital point of that a vital piece of the Argentina team against Cape Verde when they were
Exactly
struggling.
what I'm
Who's the one who
saying,
assists the
bro.
winning goal? Who scores a goal? Who does that? With Ronaldo, the reason why they're pointing out penalties is because Ronaldo's the person to step up when the step up means he's walking to the box to take a quick penalty. He's not carrying the Portugal team, and that's why the talk is that he's holding the team back because of the fact that I genuinely, Ronaldo is always going to be one of the greatest players ever. The only thing is, right now, unfortunately, when he plays in these games, there's so many stuff where this is the first. I'll say this. This is the first time ever since I've been a soccer fan where I've ever truly seen Ronaldo have so much pressure on his shoulders and he looks nervous. Every game he goes into it, get the ball, take a shot, just because he needs that feeling of like, yeah, I need to silence people, let me score goals. That's the thing. And that's why his shot accuracy is 30% for Ronaldo, who scored 70 goals in a season. Like, the problem with that is he seems like a person that's under pressure. And that ultimately is what's killing Portugal now, because it doesn't look good for Ronaldo when every time he comes off, Gonçalo Ramos comes on and scores a goal.
Exactly.
I know that's
That's
what you're saying is what I was trying
We
to.
don't-
That's what I
Graham,
was
we're
trying
not
to
taking
say.
anything away. We're not taking anything away from Ronaldo, bro. You're doing the fan
I
thing.
was trying to try. That's what I was trying to come to before these two idiots keep jumping up about Ronaldo.
I see what you mean, yeah. They can be unbearing this too.
Hey, shut up when you talk to me, man. Don't lay, man. Lay in your lounge, man.
I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him with the fact that he was
Same
so
here.
he's so desperate to. He realizes time is this. This is it. This is the final swan song.
Yeah. that's
And
true.
he's got a young Mbappe that's going to steal it from him again with a second World Cup, possibly. He's got Messi that could possibly take it away from him again. He doesn't really have time on his side. He doesn't have what the nucleus that they have. But he doesn't realize if he sits on the bench and comes on every last 10 minutes of the game, that Portugal team will put him in a position
Exactly.
where they can win
Exactly.
the World Cup.
100%.
He only
he
wants
is-
that
he
1,000
is
goal
the reason
record,
why
man. He's a
they
push,
are-
man.
Like I said to David, the difference between Messi and Ronaldo is one's playing for his country, the other one's playing for himself.
100%.
He's
Exactly.
playing for himself.
Yeah.
So-
Master P, what's your
But I'll
final
give him
thoughts,
the-
brother, before
I'll
we
give
get
him the
into the
respect
Spain game?
Yeah, the kickoff's about to happen now.
Yeah,
Let's
just
go on
say
the
with
pitch
Hello.
now.
Final thoughts, my
the
brother.
the Euro final that Portugal won, if you remember, Ronaldo
Yeah.
was off the pitch because of
With
the injury.
Ede.
They
He's off
carried
the
him.
pitch.
Yeah, and then
You
they won.
see, you're going to
So
open a can of worms now, my bro.
no, but it is possible
open
that
that.
they could just carry him through it. But my final thoughts is that when you talk about the record, I think I've spoken to Ahmad on Facebook about this already. forget about preserving it for Messi or what. That record's gonna go with Mbappe by the end of this World Cup, the way that I see it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
unfortunately.
let's not be emotional about this. Is about winning the trophy and scoring goals. And the way that Bra is going, it's probably gonna win it. So yeah, but otherwise, look, maybe the best team win. I think France will be in the final. I really do. And yeah, let's see what happens, man.
So let's, my brother. Total tie. Your final thoughts, my brother. People, everyone, if you're watching this, like the thing is showing at the bottom, subscribe to Total Tie Talks. Total Tie, your talks. Talk, my brother.
Excited to see what the rest of the World Cup has to offer. Literally, like there were so many, I wouldn't say upsets, but it's like teams that are shining that no one expected. I didn't expect Norway to play the way they did last night. They look like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
The top teams are flying. You saw Netherlands drop out. You saw Germany drop out. Whether it's penalties or not, it still makes a difference going forward in the tournament. I want to see what Spain's going to do tonight against Portugal. I think we're going to win the game. Like genuinely, it's only that we also have a situation where we need to sort out our striking options, because right now it feels like we can't choose between Oyarzabal or Ferran Torres. So yeah, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. This could be the night that Ronaldo gets.
Can I cut in there? Oyarzabal is scoring goals, though, bro.
He's
But the thing is,
in.
he is. But the thing is, if you watch the games, it's still a thing of like he doesn't look like the player that can carry you till that moment. That's the thing. You're getting the goal like Ronaldo gets the goals, but with Oyarzabal, if you come from an era of seeing David Villa and Torres up front, it's like Oyarzabal is good, but it's like he feels like the player that's only there because he can play anywhere. He can play on the wing, play attacking, but he can play up front. And in attack, when we're trying to synchronize, he can fit in any little space, which works. But it's like I really wish we had like a killer in the box, a full-on number 9. That's your job. Just bury the chance.
I never had that in a while.
Exactly. And that's why we haven't won a World Cup since 2010. What I was gonna say was, I'm excited to see the game. Unfortunately, there has to be a winner and a loser in football. So unfortunately, Ronaldo's gonna get sent home tonight, and hopefully he takes it on the chest. Hopefully he's not on the pitch, because if he's on the pitch, people's gonna see him crying. So yeah, my final thoughts.
Guys, when are we gonna do this again? I enjoyed this actually.
Anytime.
Yeah, just
Next
say
time we
that.
put you on mute. Next time you type your questions to us, we put you on mute.
What do you mean? Next time I type my question. Yo, you must talk to me nice. I'm a Premier League champion. You must talk to me nice. You know how lekker with your Tonali and your Fernandes and all that stuff.
That's a topic for another day.
No, I didn't even speak about it. Yes, I didn't even talk about it. But these were these. When are we doing this again, guys?
I think we need to do a pre-final.
I was also saying a pre-final. We need to do a pre-final.
Yeah.
Are we doing pre-final?
same
Once the final is set, we do it on that day or whatever.
I think next week Wednesday.
You know, we do Spain versus France for the next round.
Because I think the semis is what Tuesday and Wednesday, isn't it?
Oh.
Because all I know is I want to go. Me, Devin, me and you need to watch Spain versus France, no?
Yo, we definitely.
I think we should all.
We're definitely gonna do that. That's a semi-final, right?
Why don't we all do it?
Yeah.
Why don't we all in one vicinity watch it?
Yeah,
That's
we
something
can
that's
do
becoming
that. That's a nice plan.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Guys, I'm gonna tune in.
Because look here, Ty, like you mentioned it now. Prem is in I think you're in
Athlone,
right? Pascal is in the south, right?
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing Pascal. So we go fetch
Gents,
Ahmad.
don't you think we must do that after the live? Because I'm thinking now we're on a live discussing areas that we live in and stuff.
Fuck that. The people are gonna wanna see this. So then we go fetch Ahmad, no? And then we come down to them, and then we go watch the game there.
I'm down for it. 100% down for it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
100%.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Get it
Yeah,
out.
let's tune into the game. It looks like
Gents, I must go and watch the Spain versus Portugal game now. I need to go and watch it.
Me also, bro.
We all do, bro. Yeah.
I love,
Oh, come on,
for the
D.
love of is DVD,
By the-
is
by the-
Ahmad,
by
is
the time-
Brad,
by
the
the time we have a-
Hotspur, is Pascal, Master P, David D, bless.
Better.